Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? It's Friday. I think. Yeah, it's Friday. I for a second there thought it was Saturday. Let me make sure this is working. Are you working? Let's see. Hello, hello. Maybe it's working. Oh yeah, I think it's working. Yes, it's working. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Let me get chat set up. Okay, good. Oh, hi, Tarot Goddess. Thanks for being here. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. I'm so glad. How was your week? Do you have a good week? Do, 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 do. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good week. I had a pretty good week too. Trying to see when it started. I think maybe Tuesday I started feeling a little wonky and all the vibrations and numbers were going wonky. But I'll tell you about that in a little while. And that didn't make it like the week bad. It just made me feel wonky. But overall week was pretty good. So hopefully everybody had a good week. So I think that's the only thing I have to put on the list is wonky energy. Wonky, wonky energy. Hi, Cousin B. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you again. Under this wonky energy goes this crazy 174 that's like haunting me. Won't leave me alone. Is there anything else you all want to talk about today? I don't know how long I'm gonna last because I am feeling really wonky. But we can also talk about because today is a new moon, and I think it's in Aries. Oh my gosh, let me see. I know I wrote it down, and it might not make sense for me to even try and look in here because oh yeah, no, it's in Aries. New moon in Aries. Hi, Rumple. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we have a new moon in Aries today. And it's at 27 degrees. So we could talk about that. Hi, Judy. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't have much. I don't have much to talk about because there's too much to talk about. And I don't know how long I'm gonna last before I think I kind of always sound all over the place, but there's so much energy activity because it's not just that there's a lot of energy. The energy and the vibrations are very active right now, like they're moving a lot, so it's very overwhelming and distracting. So I don't know how long I'll last, but we'll see. We'll go for it. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, give me your other numbers and we'll work on that. We'll look and see cuz I'm sure I probably have them. So, um this wonky energy. So I usually can feel, and I have been feeling for about a month. I can feel when the energy and the vibrations are getting more active. So to like explain it, where I see the world all in numbers, like in vibrations. Um, and the best way to think about it is like how we look at like the Matrix movie, like when everything is in the lines of numbers. But what has started happening, and this has happened to me before. So there's been, I think I've experienced this like 4 or 5 times, probably in the last like 6 years, but it's been ramping up where all of a sudden all of those numbers and vibrations, there are a lot more of them and they're moving very, very quickly, like much more quickly and in different ways than usual. Um, and so then it's like getting overwhelmed with all of these numbers. So if you were in Twitch on Wednesday, um, that's what I kind of do. Most days anyway, is I pick up on these vibrations on words and phrases that are resonating differently, and then I look at them. But when I'm in these moments where it's like a lot of energy and a lot of energy movement, this is when I start filling up way too many journals. Hi, Alex. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. So, the last time this happened was like this time last year. And um, it lasted for like 4 or 5 months. And in that 4 or 5 months, I think I filled five and a half journals. like these like these journals. Five and a half of them is what I filled up the last time. And this time is going even faster. So they like all of these started coming in very quickly, probably like Monday night. And on Tuesday, I filled up 18 pages. Um, on Wednesday, it was like 20 something pages, plus what I did on Twitch. And then yesterday, it was like at 30 pages. It's insane. It's insane. And I don't know how to describe what it is that I'm experiencing because it's crazy. But it's fun. I know it's fun for you all to be able to see how how like your what you're saying is like contributing to the vibrations. So you'll probably see me while this is going on Twitch more often. So it was fun to see that you all liked being able to see like how your what you were saying and just your conversations were like um weaving into the vibrations. Hi, Josh. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So I'll probably do that some more in Twitch. So just watch. I'll probably just come on live randomly. I'll still do my regular schedule. Um, but then I'll just pop on Twitch probably a few more times um, to get some of these numbers out of my head. Because when it's too much, when I don't allow them to flow, then it's actually kind of painful. So, so that's this wonky energy. So, to further explain, if for anybody that wasn't there on Twitch on Wednesday, so what is happening is we have like a circuit of energy that's like coming together. It's kind of like if you've ever gone to like the Hoover Dam or to any of these like industrial dam sites, it's kind of funny to say dam so many times, but whatever. um, but they have like the nozzles that where you can turn on, you can open and close the dam and to let so much water come through or shut it all off. And so what's happening is we're getting all of these like trigger points in the astrology that's opening up these floodgates. So it's opening up these floodgates and it's letting more energy in. And we have a major one that's coming up next week where then all of the floodgates will be open. And so we have this rushing in of energy that's moving very quickly right now. And those are the vibrations that are very loud right now. Very loud. So we have all of our like angel numbers are extremely loud right now. Everybody should be seeing and experiencing these like announcements, so like angel numbers and like 1111, to try and gain your attention and get your attention about this energy that is coming in. um and then the other vibrations are really around these planet and sign combinations. So where a planet is and a sign is. And you all are going to have to like tell me in the chat, like, okay, Viber, you got to slow down or slow your roll, because my brain really is on overload. So I'm trying not to talk really super fast. This is why I just write it. But so what we have is we have Neptune. So we have this Neptune energy, and Neptune's name resonates at 95. So we have all this 95 energy coming in. We also have Aries, because Neptune is in Aries. And its vibration is 52. We then have Saturn. And Saturn is 93. I don't even really have to look at my book because they've been bothering me so much. I kind of remember them. And Saturn is also in Aries, because remember, it was in February. It was February 20th. So the same day that we got Baby Keem's Casino album is when we had this conjunction. So where both Neptune and Saturn were coming into Aries right at the starting point. So that's really when all this energy started. That's like when the first set of floodgates were starting to be opened. And then we have Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is 84. And Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. And then we have Jupiter in the sign of Cancer right now. So, and Jupiter's the expander. It makes everything much bigger. And so everybody has the sign of Cancer in their chart. It's just in a different area of life depending on the house. But if you have planets that are in the sign of Cancer, then your energy already is like expanded pretty big. And that's part of my problem too, because I have my rising is in Cancer. And lastly, we are coming up to where we're going to get Uranus. And you know, you can always say Uranus if you want a good giggle. Which is 94. And it's moving into Gemini. Is 57. And this is happening on April 25th, 26th. So it's this here that is bothering me the most, because if we do 94 plus this 57, this is where we get the 151, where 151 is also the vibration of the word revolution. And Uranus is the planet of revolution and rebel, being a rebel. And then if we make it so that it's Uranus in Gemini, now this is where that 174 is coming in and being real annoying. So these are the vibrations that I'm seeing a lot of. We also are getting a lot of those triple digit angel numbers, and that's because if we add all of these up plus these two, this is where we get our 777 that keeps coming through. Woo! Oh, thanks, Josh. Thanks for giving me numbers and for making sure everyone hits the like button. Appreciate it. So this energy, these vibrations are just coming through so loudly that I'm picking up on these vibrations a lot more. So just to give you an example, like you all saw what was happening on Wednesday. But I just came from Rumple's lives, which I love. They're so much fun. I love Rumple's lives. They're so much fun. Except for that bot. It just be bothering me sometimes. Like, why is the bot stalking me? But we did get a couple. Oh yeah. So here's one. So anybody that was in there saw in the game that we had to have a whole discussion about how he pooped his pants. And then it was Cousin B that made sure to add the damn on it. Like, wow, sir, you pooped your pants. And when we use our little code of A equals 1 all the way to Z equals 26, this statement is 222. So there you go. Like, this is my whole day. So let me see how many pages I've written so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 today. 28 today. So it's pretty insane. So you're gonna have to keep helping me rein myself in, because these numbers are, yeah, they're going pretty crazy. They're going pretty crazy right now. Oh, another one is and I think I put this one in the chat when I went, hey, what are you? When I went into cousin B's chat. So, Eye of the Storm. So, when we think is 174. Hi, LTFM. Thanks for being here. So when we are choosing our words, we literally are choosing words from the vibrations that are available. And so when these vibrations, when certain vibrations are very loud, or coming in very strong, we'll get more words usage and more statements that are resonating at this same vibration or around it. So, like, along with like 174, I've been getting a whole bunch of like 173s. Um, yeah, and like 94, which is Uranus, is coming in as like 194, all that kind of stuff. Okay. I don't know what else to say about that. I more just wanted you to know what the heck was happening, and I don't really know how to describe it. Because it's kind of crazy and it's nuts, and even just thinking about it right now and not writing is it's making me hot. It's making me feel a little bit sweaty, and I don't like to feel sweaty. So I'm gonna get some water, and I'm gonna grab um Judy's numbers, which some of them I saw already, so I know Judy's picking up on some of these vibrations, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. So let me know if you have like certain songs that have been stuck in your head, certain words or phrases that keep coming up, because I'm sure it's resonating with some of these vibrations that are coming in. Mm-mm. Okay, let me go back and get Judy's numbers. Oh, you okay, good. You did. I was going to ask you if you put the numbers from Baby Keem on here. Did you put all of them? Cuz there was I think there was 4 of them, wasn't there? You'll have to remind me, Judy. Okay. Whew. Tomorrow will probably be even crazier. Because each day it's like doubling. Like it's getting the closer and closer we get to that 25th, where Uranus moves into Gemini, it's building up pretty quickly. And Uranus is associated with revolution and unexpected change, which also is related to like the tower in tarot, but also to the fool sometimes. Um but Gemini is related to the lovers in the tarot. So that's very much about that duality and having to make a choice and having two different sides. Ooh wee. 49. Oh, bad. Okay. Let me make sure. Judy, let me know if I got them all. Uh, you're right, Judy. Josh and Rumple did dominate those numbers. It was fun though. I don't know. You know what, Josh? I don't know if wonky and it probably is. It probably is 174. I don't know. I didn't look at it. I just didn't know how to describe it, but the way things are going. Oh no. It's not 174, but what it is wonky. So energy is 74. Um wonky is 88. And 88 we've been getting a lot because it's 88 is clarity, the word vision. It's also certain names are 88, and that's that tower. So wonky energy is actually 162. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he was. That I thought it was hilarious. Like I liked doing it on Twitch because then I could be on the other side and I didn't have to worry about like looking up at the screen. Um and I didn't have to worry about how hard I laughed because there was so many of them that had me cracking up, but that was actually one of them. Because Flex just came in and he dropped like a couple of 174s right then. Yeah, that was fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to calm my nerves. Uh because I'm getting too much coming in. Um okay. I'm trying to see if I can do look at Judy's numbers. Cuz as soon as I open that floodgate, it might be a lot. That's what I'm afraid of. Okay. So, let's mm, that's cool. Yep. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that, LT. Let's look at those real quick. Maybe that'll help focus my brain a little bit so then I can actually hear what we're talking about and not every single conversation. Cuz right now it's like trying to listen to all the conversations in a crowd. Oh, I love that. Okay, so April 17th, or April, today's the 17th. April 15th, 1997. And you know what? I remember this because so my dad um actually played baseball. He was a catcher. Um and he played in like the third level. So you had the majors, so in the Negro League you still had the same like majors, minors, and then I think it was like it was third something, but he was down there in the third, so he wasn't all the way up there. But they had a celebration when that number 42 was retired. And I was in high school. So that's kind of cool. All right. So let's look. Let's look at this vibration. Um so if we look at the year first, let me do 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7. We have been having this 97 actually come out a lot, where this is one of those tower vibrations that's been coming up a lot recently. Um, of course, of course it is. So when we add this up, we get 26. So, coincidence, not a coincidence. I thought so, LT. I thought there was something else with this date, the 15th of April. Yeah. Um, so let's look at this. So then this is just 4 plus 15. So let's go up here real quick to do this little side discussion. Hopefully you don't have too many side discussions, because that's how my brain is working right now. So the 15 already, it's associated with the tarot card, the Devil. And this is, we've talked about this before, where this is, this 15-6, this is where you're having to make a choice. Let me add some more colors on here. You're having to make a choice between bondage and freedom. So for both of those events that have happened on this day in history, that already is something and relevant, where it's making a choice between bondage and freedom. Like the change that you're making and the energy you're allowing in is solidifying this choice between bondage and freedom, and it's forming this new comfort zone. And then if we do April, is 4 plus 15, then we're getting this 19. Where 19, this is in the tarot, this is the Sun card. And it represents where you have an ending. So it's reaching a completion. It's reaching like a harvest time that is making room and space and allowing new energy to come in. This is so crazy. The universe does not want to doesn't want to talk about this. I'm like, no, this is interesting. I want to talk about this. No, no, just keeps wanting to pull up other numbers. So, oh my gosh. But I do think this is interesting that we get this 19, which is going to give us that 10-1 that also resonates with this year of 2026. All right, so let's go down here. And then we have this year of 1997, which is 26. So then if we take the 26 and we do 4 plus 15 plus 26. Oh my gosh. Look at what? Oh my gosh. The calculator isn't working. It's like my phone has been doing this all day. Like the universe getting mad. Like when I'm trying to do a calculation that it doesn't want me to do. But this is 45. So this is another 9, and it's about that change that is coming through. And then if we look at like the significance of this date, where we have 45 and 42. Now 42 is another vibration that is very loud right now. Um oh my gosh, Josh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, 42 is the numerical vibration of the word self, and the sign of Aries is related to I am. It's about the self, that identity, the figuring out of who you are. And so 42 actually is coming up a lot also. When we do 45 plus 42, we get 87, which I know Josh knows all about, and we've seen this so many times, but a lot here recently, where 87 is the vibration of the word truth, also of the word nothing. And LT, you'll like this one. 87 is also the vibration of the phrase all is one. But also, 87 is giving us another 15. So we're getting back to this 15 of needing to make this choice between bondage and freedom. And you said it's like there was another vibration in there. Oh, yeah, 50, because it was the 50-year celebration. So then we can do, so over here, if we look at 45 plus 42 plus 50, now we get 137. Yes. Yes, exactly, LT. Yeah. Isn't this cool? Like how I love when this happens. Well, it always happens, but I love being able to see it and share it with you all. But then this 137 is one of those vibrations that's telling this story of going from 11 to 2. So it's talking about the division and the duality and the polarization that existed, and the need to be able to get rid of that division, which is this whole story of like needing to get rid of this separation and actually bring the league together, or both of these leagues together. And we all know that they can only bring one in at a time because people would take over and they didn't want that. I was looking because I know I have encountered 137 today, and so I was curious to see what the word or phrase was that also came up as 137 today. Oh, I saw it. I have way too many pages. If I don't see it in the next few pages, I'll stop looking because this is ridiculous. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the other 137. Mm, hey, come on, move down. So the. Oh, there's two. I see two just on this page. So these are ones that I wrote today, that I encountered today. So we have this 137 that we got from 45, 42, and 50, where that was the date of April  15th, 1997, plus the number 42 that was being retired on the 50th anniversary. That's how we got this 137. Today, what I saw as 137 is the phrase to show up, and then also the phrase straight open. So those are interesting also, especially because they also are contributing to this discussion of this 11 to 2, of where there's polarization, where there's division, and how that can be brought to an end. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I like that one. And I think, let me see. Okay, we can also look, yeah, let's look at the Titanic date just real quick because I'm curious now. Now I'm curious. So let's look at April 15th. What is it? 1912? Okay, so let's look at this. 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 is 13. Plus 15 plus 4 is 32, which is interesting because that's the life path number for the United States. Oh, great, LT. Good, 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 good. And then let's just look real quick at the ship's name. Titanic. Titanic is 76. So 76 and 32 is 108. There's another word missing here, though. There's supposed to be another word that we need to include with Titanic to represent the vibrations of this day. I'm going to let you all pick it. What other word can we include that'll represent the vibrations of this day? Right, Josh? Yeah, very fitting, right? Kind of crazy. Well, and this would be cuz is this the day it was built? I think this is the day it sunk, isn't it? So I think this is like the death day. Death day. Okay, yeah, let's use the word sank. And let's see. So let me this Oh my gosh, why did Ron have me singing Caillou like all weekend? Because he kept singing it while he was playing. It didn't matter what game he was playing, but especially if he was playing the pirate game. So sank is 45. And so then if we do 108 plus 45, we get 153. And here again, we get to that 9, but also here's the 15 in here. And okay. Oh my gosh. You're oh my gosh, that's kind of creepy, Josh. I'm king of the world. Yeah, that's creepy. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And if we add just the word the, so we put the plus 153, then we get 186. And 86 is the numerical vibration of the word or the phrase a storm. But it was what's crazy is there wasn't even a storm. But it shook things up. Just like up here with this historical event on same day, different year, where it shook things up. Interesting, interesting. Yeah. And what do you think then about yeah, this is interesting. Because then, yeah, it is right here in this Aries season. And hip hop does have its Chiron return right now, but it has its Chiron in Aries. So every Aries season, its Chiron is activated. But right now, it is having its return where it's having to face those wounds. That'll be okay. That's going to be very interesting. And my video on hip hop's Chiron return is being edited. Hopefully, it'll be done soon. Unfortunately, I'm not an editor, so it's going kind of slow. But we'll get that soon. Oh, yeah, iceberg. Yeah, that'd be a good word too. Let's see. We gotta make it blue, of course. So let's see. Ice Iceberg is 49. So if we do 49 plus the 108. See, okay. So we do 49 plus the 108, we get 153. 57. So we still get that 15. But then if we add the word the, so it's the Titanic or the iceberg, and the is 33. Then we get to 190, which gives us that 19. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So crazy. So crazy. Well, and then if we even just do Titanic with iceberg, um that gives us, so if we do Titanic, which is 76, plus iceberg, that's 49, that gives us 125, which is that spirituality or spiritual. It's the word spiritual, but also, oh my gosh. See, this is what I'm trying to avoid because I'll just keep going on these long old tangents. But 125 is spirit, the word spiritual, but also this was Baby Keem plus Casino, and it was Good Flirts. So interesting, interesting. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna try not to fall any deeper into that rabbit hole. But LT, let me know in the chat if you have any other questions or any other words you want to look at with this. And while I wait for that, I'm gonna go grab Judy's numbers. Where, if I could find them, where did I put them? Oh, there they are. I found them. Do, 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 do. These don't look like all the numbers. I think you're missing a number on here from what you showed me, Judy. But we can look at these. Woo! Oh my gosh. Judy's numbers just made the strangest song pop into my head. Because they started making me hot, and so the song that came into my head was "The block is hot, the block is hot, hot, hot." What? Why? Why? Oh my gosh, the block is hot, the block is hot, hot. Oh my gosh, now that's stuck in my head. So of course I gotta look at the vibrations because it's stuck in my head and it's not gonna come out of my head until I look. So let's look. The block is hot. I don't know which one, but looking at your numbers, that's what all of a sudden popped into my head. Oh my gosh. Of course. So the block is hot is 147. Oh my gosh. 147, which is, another version of our 174. It's just the vibrations move it together or moved in a different way. And then if we add another hot, so it's hot, hot. gosh. Now this equals 190, what we just saw. There it is again. There it is again. The universe thinks it's funny, but it's not. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's very interesting, LT. Oh, okay. So had a world changing kind of family. Oh my gosh. Let me not look at that anymore. I'm gonna start singing it again. Okay. That would actually be really funny, Rumpel. I agree. Mm. You just gotta stop making me laugh when I'm drinking water, Josh. But that's hard because the only time I look at the chat really is when I'm drinking water. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Um, so I'm just gonna listen, and I guess we are really okay. I guess we're adding these up. Guess we're adding these all up, but we're adding them up in layers. So, where you've seen me before, like if there's a phrase or like a sentence, or like we've done it a lot with lyrics, and then we look at the layers of vibrations. That's what we're about to do with this numbered list. So, okay, here we go. So first we do, so first layer is by twos. So it's these two sets of twos together. So we have 888 plus 802, which is giving us 9690. So we got a portal being created there. And then if we do 72 plus 49, we get 121, which is another portal being created there. And then if we do 1245 plus 226, then we get 1471. So first layer is all portals. Portal numbers. The only real exception here is that we have this God or universe energy here of the zero that's enhancing this first portal. But we have all of these are portals. So the first thing that these vibrations are doing is it's creating these portals. And if you remember, maybe not, because I talked about it briefly when we were seeing all of these portal numbers start coming up, that when you have multiple small portals near each other, that's how teleportation happens. So if you think about how things get in and out of like a cell. It goes through these different proteins that create portals. They open and close to bring things in and out. That's actually the same way that energy comes in and out of our spaces. So teleportation, all it is like something made of energy coming from one space to another, and it's using portals to be able to do that. So we got all of these portals here, and I'm gonna look at real quick what's coming through each of these portals, because that for some reason seems important. So through this first one, we have a 6. So this 6 of comfort is coming through. This second one, we have a 2. So ending division. And then here for the third one, we have the 47, which is the numeric vibration of the word time. And we just saw that this 147 is coming up a lot with our 174. But if we add these up, so if we do 6 plus 2 plus 47, then we know this is from Judy because that adds up to 55. And 55 is that numeric vibration of the word karmic. So these portals are working together to bring back energy that needs to come back into the space. So what we would consider karmic energy. It's this cycling back of the energy into the space. But we are experiencing it in new ways because this is a 10 to a 1. So what these vibrations are picking up on is these opening and closings of these portals to bring all of this energy into our space. And the majority of this energy is karmic energy. Okay, so then we are going to look at these added together. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to look in the chat first, so I guess somebody said something that I need to see. Oh, hi, Doc. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Okay. Yep. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Portals in a half shell. Portal power. Hey, what's portal power? Portal is 82 and power is 77. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so portal power 82 plus 77 is 159. Oh my gosh. Always. That 5 always finds. Always finds Judy. I liked it. I think it's funny. And that might be the reason I needed to stop to be able to see the joke. Which I'm fine with. Okay, so now let's look at this next layer. So these first sets of vibrations are working and weaving together in a way that's opening up all of these portals to allow this karmic energy to flow back into the space. And so then if we look at 9690 plus 121 plus 1471. Let's see, 9690 plus 121 plus 1471. We get 11,282. So we have another portal here, but now this portal is oh, well, it's already like telling us what it's doing. So I need a different color. There we go. So we have this portal here that's happening with these twos. And it's bringing forth this 8, where 8, so we already have these portals that are bringing through this energy of karmic change. But then 8 is the vibration of these cycles, including karma. So we again are being told that these portals that are bringing through this reap what you sow energy, this karma energy, are coming through to be able to highlight this 11, which is showing where there is division or duality or polarity, and trying to bring in this 8 energy so that we can get back to the 2. Now, if we add this up, but it looks like it wants to be where these stay together in a particular way. Oh, and then we do have the 82 here of the word portal itself is in here also, right here. Okay, so that's why. So it wanted me to do 112 plus 82. Oh, that's okay. Universe, like, we're going to get back to what I want to talk about. Because if we do, I couldn't figure out why it kept telling, I was kept being told and wanting to do 112 plus 82, where 82 is the vibration of the word portal, and this 11 2, so this 112 is a depiction of that story of 11 to 2. But then this adds up to 194. And at the beginning, when I told you what was causing all of my craziness and making me wackadoo, it was, part of it was this 94 of the energy of Uranus. So there it is. There it is. The universe was like, no, we're going to get to what I want to talk about. That you all need to prepare for these energies to come into your space. Because I'm needing you to learn the lessons and take the action and all that good stuff. So all of that to get back here. And I think there was actually, I mean, we'll go back over here because I do think there were a couple of words or phrases that resonated at 194 that I wrote down today. So let me see. Um, my gosh. I'm I wrote down so much today. This is like insane. Oh, there's a 195, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the 194. I think it was today. This will be a good break. Oh no, I just keep seeing 195. So maybe today was 195 and there was some of the 194s yesterday. Well, there's a 294. Oh, oh my gosh. All right, I found it. So we have this 194 that has come up with these numbers that Judy gave us. Um, but also 194 that I wrote down today. Oh my gosh. This is so crazy. And of course it's 1111. This, when we use our code, this also equals that 194. So it's this energy of the planet of Uranus and the movement that it's making that's opening up this new energy to come into the space. That's kind of crazy. Especially because we just had 137 um that was the same um vibrational story and the same story that we're seeing played out. So that's a little bit nuts, a little bit crazy. 1111 at 1111. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you probably will see me um just pop up on Twitch. Because when this is happening, when I'm getting all of these different vibrational flows, I I don't sleep anyway. I don't really sleep anyway, but I really don't sleep during these times. So I will probably be popping into um Twitch at odd times. And don't feel obligated to come in there. It's mostly probably just me sorting through vibrations to try and get them out of my head so I can sleep. But some interesting stuff is coming out. So, oh wait, here's another one. What is this from? Sometimes I write down where I got numbers and sometimes I don't. So sometimes I see some of the phrases I wrote and I'm like, that's weird. And this is one of them. I don't, maybe it was when I was in one of the online spaces with you all, so maybe you'll remember. Um, so from Bamboo in the Fire? Who was talking about that? Like, why would you say that? That's 194 also. Just weird. And I think it was either today or yesterday that that one came out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we cover all of your numbers, Judy? I think so. Ah, full circle portal. I like that one. Let's look at that one. And then we'll look at this new moon. Okay, great. Good, good. So let's look at full circle portal. So you know what this is kind of like right now? It's kind of like taking like a bajillion piece puzzle and laying it all out. So I'm right now at the point where all the pieces are out there and I'm turning them all over. And then what you'll start seeing is um in a few months all of these pieces starting to come together. So, let's just hope it comes sooner rather than later because this part right here makes me feel so crazy. All right, so if we use our little code book, so A equals 1 all the way to Z equals 26, we know portal is 82. Let's look at these in layers. So let's look at circle. So in vibrational form, we have the word circle, but then a circle also moves in a particular way. Why? Okay. Moves in a particular way. It's one of the ways that vibrations are weaving together and how vibrations move. So also 50 is the word joy. And for portal, also what resonates at 82 is gateway. So a portal is a gateway, and a circle can bring joy. Oh my gosh. I almost started singing the Girl Scout song. I might have to sing it. I might have to sing it so it doesn't get stuck in my head. I'm gonna try and ignore it. Because I don't want to sing it. And then the word full is 51. And 51 is actually coming up a lot also because it is the numerical vibration of the planet Mars. And Mars is becoming extremely active right now also. Because it's preparing, I don't remember where it's moving, but it's preparing to move into a position that's going to it's going to make the energy really active. And Mars is the god of war. So we do have a lot of Mars war energy that's super active right now. Yeah, the numerical vibration of the word moon is 57. So then let's do 51 plus 50 plus 82. And so full circle portal gives us a vibration of 183, where 83 is the numerical vibration of the word wisdom. So it's this full circle portal it's using wisdom to open up a pathway or an opening for this new energy to come in. And with that new energy, we then get to this change in perspective that brings growth. So a 12 is that change in perspective. And 3 is growth. Yeah, and then if we look just at full circle, we get 101, which itself is a portal. Interesting. Um, Let me look real quick. I'm having trouble like talking and like trying to grab these vibrations and not lose my mind. Um, I thought so. Okay, through. I'm looking at through the full circle portal because okay, that one is kind of driving me nuts. Um, so through the full circle portal is resonating at 313, which is a 7. Hmm, interesting. That was a good one. Okay, let's see what else we got. So I know Rumpel said moon. Yes. So LT, if you could put it seems like there's three like phrases that need to go together. Whatever those three phrases are that go together, put those together for me and we can look at that. Hmm. No, yeah, no, it doesn't feel like full moons. Like when I read about your description, it doesn't, because today is a new moon, which is your natural moon energy. So it would make sense that your moon energy is louder right now and that you would resonate with that. But let's see. Um, let's look. Is it how many moons? Is it one moon or because you have moons? Is it multiple moons or is it just one? Um, and let's look at gigantic, gigantic. And we'll just add the S here because it feels like those kind of go together. All right, so let's look at this. Um, we'll look at it in layers again. And yeah, sorry if I get so quiet. Like I'm trying really hard to like rein in my brain. So that I'm not getting overwhelmed by all of the energy. and like going completely silent. But gigantic is 70, which is interesting because 70 is also the numeric vibration of the word shadow and the word essence. But that's why I think this makes sense that this is not feeling as much like yeah, no, this is not full moon. This is not full moon energy. Um it's definitely something else. So let's keep going. So then moon is 57. And if we go another layer and add the S, then moons would be 76. And let's look at brightly lit. So brightly is again that 101. That's the same as full circle that we just saw. Um, and then brightly lit together gives us 142. But I want to look at brightly lit moon. Yeah. So if we do brightly lit moon, we get 199. And so that means if we just put A on it, then that's 200. I don't know why I all of a sudden can't write. There we go. If we add an S, so it's brightly lit moons, then we get 218, which is another one of those 11 to 2 vibrations. So this doesn't feel like you're describing it as the moon and you see it as the moon, but it feels more like a man, something man-made. And it feels like two. I don't know why. Oh. Well, that's why. All right. So we'll get to that in a second. But then let's do 70 plus our 142 plus our 57. $142 plus 57. So this is for a single moon. Would be 269. Which gives us that 17 that we've been liking and been looking for. But then if we add the S on, so it's moons, multiple, now this gives us 288. So here's that 88 again. That keeps coming up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It looks like two. And here's why. Um, so if we take the vibration of moon, and this is why I was asking you how many, because sometimes the best way to look at a vibration is actually through multiplication. Um, and it's like a repetition of the vibration. And so, what instead of adding an S, what we would want to do is we'd want it to be like moon, 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 which would be 57 plus 57, which gives us 114. And 114 gives is the numeric vibration of the word or the phrase the tower. Yep, yep. LT was seeing it. So it's yeah, it's these towers. So they're like towers. It's like twin towers because I keep seeing it looks um like a scene from like Lord of the Rings or something. Um yeah. And if we do we take the 114 and then add the word light. Of course. So, I'm so glad you all are here with me for this cuz then I don't have to feel crazy by myself. But if we look at like what LT was saying where it's a light tower, the word light is 56, which is actually the same as the word healing. So when we talk about light, we talk about also healing. And then without the tower is 81, which actually is the same as the it's the numeric vibration of the name Venus. And so then if we do 81 plus 56, oh my gosh, did I run out of colors? Like what color can I use? Oh, here. We'll use a green. So if we add these together where it's 56 plus 81, we get that 137 again. So that's why it's coming up for you, LT, because you're tapped into that vibration of 137. Yeah. But um this is so interesting because the other thing is that it does not and you could tell me, Rumpel, what you were thinking or what you experienced. But like when I'm looking at this imagery, it's kind of just like matter of fact that that's just what it is. It's not like it doesn't feel like a give a warning to anybody or like a worry something. It's just like, oh, that's just what it is. That there's these two moons that have been created by they're man-made and they are part of whatever this tower moment that is coming. And it's not like a yeah, rush and sound the alarm. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like it yeah. It yeah. Just like you've heard it before and it is just what it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a yeah, it doesn't feel like a sound the alarm kind of thing. Very interesting though. Okay, let me get back to the three phrases from LT. I'll get to a blank space and then get some water. Whew. Cause my heart, man, my heart's racing. That's what happens when it's like so much energy. Mm. Huh. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Just felt something weird. Sorry. Had to examine. Had to examine it. I just all of a sudden felt the felt it felt like somebody was walking through the door, but it's not here, of course. So I don't know if somebody else just experienced somebody just walking in. It was weird. Mm, okay, here we go. So we're of course gonna write these both ways. Um, because I think it's always important to make sure that we are looking at the vibrations with the ease, but also taking the ease out. So we are rare. Um, we are real. And we are ready. Uh oh. Whoa. Okay, there's some big energy coming in. So, okay. Sorry, just had to stop it for a second. I just had to stop it so that I had to, so I wasn't gonna get overwhelmed by it. Um, y- yes, yes, that is significant, Rumple. But you know what it looks like? Know what it looks like, Rumple, and you could tell me like what you think about this or what you're feeling about this. But it looks like the two moons, whatever they are, those two moons, the light towers or whatever they are, is acting as like a mirror between you and somebody else. Because it doesn't necessarily, maybe you saw who the other person is, but it doesn't necessarily look like you're meant to know who this other person is. Hmm. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at Rumple's dream because I'll just keep looking. But let me rewrite this with the threes. So we are here. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, you're right. Um, we Oops, missed that. Go. And we are ready. Okay. So we'll look at it two ways. Yeah. That's what it's feeling like. It's like they're on the other side of whatever those lights are. That's why you can't see them. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying not to go down too deep into our rabbit holes. All right, so let's start looking at these in layers. So I think let's look at um we are we are is 52, which we know is heart. It's also earth. Um And so we have that three times here. And remember that whenever we have any vibration, it doesn't matter what that vibration is, when we have any vibration that's repeated, um, it's making that vibration more amplified. So it's just making it louder. Um, let's let's go ahead and look at it. With the threes. No, they're okay. I gotta stop. I went too far. Okay, there we go. So, when we'll just keep the same color. When we replace the fives of the E's with threes, then we get 48 here. So that's the change in this repetitive vibration. And 48 is the life path number of Kendrick Lamar. So, not surprised that that resonates with you so much. So now let's look at rare. So rare is that 42 again, where it's the self. So here, where we have the 52, and this is heart, now we have the heart self, the part of the self that's within the heart. And let's look. And this is kind of interesting. So when we look then here, where we have the 3 instead of the E, this is 40. And 40 is the numerical vibration of the word mind. So below we have heart, and then above we have mind. All right. Then let's look at real. Is 36. So up here is 34. Let's look at ready. So down here, ready is 53. And up here is 51. And that 51 again is that vibration of Mars. So that's that war energy coming back in there again. All right. So now let's start putting these together. So we are rare is 52 plus 42 is 94, which is the vibration of Uranus again. And we are real. This equals 88, which is what we keep seeing of vision and clarity, also bringing that vibration of the tower. And then 52 plus 53 gives us 105, which here again is that 15. So now let's look at all these together. So 94 plus 88 plus 105 altogether is 287. 287 is where 87 is that numerical vibration of the word truth again. And this gives us that 17. So we did see the 17 also come out in Rumpel's dream. 287, though, there's something else about 287. I don't know if it's something I wrote down or something else. So let me just look real quick and make sure it's not something else I wrote down. Okay, no. No. No? Okay. I'm not seeing it. So, usually if it's something that needs to come out, it'll come out right away. So we'll just leave it for now. But this is basically saying that the truth, this vibration of truth, or all is one, because that's also what I already pointed out, is now enhancing and supporting this end of division, bringing an end to the division. And so now let's look real quick at when we substitute in the E's for the 3's. And here we get 88 again. And here's our portal 82 again. But look at all these eights too up here. It's kind of crazy. And then we get 99 here at the end, where 99 is the numerical vibration of the word ascension and also the word judgment. So the way that like people describe like Judgment Day, um they could also describe it as ascension, as a raising of vibration, a raising and changing of vibrational state. And so then if we add all these together, 88 plus 82 plus 99 equals 269. Where have we seen this? Was it in Rumpel's dream also? Oh, let me put this down so you can actually see it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but I don't remember what I wrote it for. But I remember I okay, this is going to sound really weird, but I remember hearing Rumpel laugh about it. Yes, I heard Rumpel laughing about the 269. But there it is again. So but here, so really these phrases together, they're resonating where this end is coming and it's bringing a light to recognize these gods that have been created but that are not the true gods. Yeah, 269 was from her dream. So it's these gods that are not real. Um this is okay, I remember now because this is the 17 that we got. Yeah. So both ways are getting us to this 17, which is the numerical vibration that resonates with the star in tarot. So this is after the tower has fallen. So after the tower has fallen, then we get the illumination and the revealing of the star, of victory, of a new time, a new way. It's like getting something brand new and having it be shiny and new. But to get to the 17, we're needing to find this end in these gods that have been created. Josh, stop. That's a funny one. Interesting. Okay. So, Rumpel's dream and these three phrases that LT gave us, they go together. They go together. Yeah. 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 Well, and today is a new moon. So today we actually have a new moon in Aries. And that new moon is a new moon um, because it's that darkest moon because of the shadow. And we saw that yeah, today is a new moon in Aries. I believe it, I think I wrote it that it's at 27 degrees, I think. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, 27 degrees. And so 27, stop, go away. 27, stop. Where did I write it? Now I can't find where I wrote it. No, I wrote it over here. Why won't you let me go over here? There we go. Yeah, so the whatever moon you're born under, that's how your natural energy prefers to move. And so a new moon is more, it's slower, it's more reflective energy because it's darker. It If you think about the light that's coming through, like the moonlight, as the movement of the energy, um, when it's a new moon, that energy is moving slower because there's less of it. Yeah, but it's the shadow. And we talked about this word shadow, which resonates at 70. And that came out during your dream as well, I believe. And our vibration of the week is 270. But we do have this new moon in Aries. Um, so new resonates at that 42, which is the same as like that word self. Moon is 57. And so new moon actually resonates at a 99. And we saw over here this 99 already came up around judgment and ascension. So that also probably has a lot to do with your dream also, is like these feelings of because it's based on your perspective. If the vibrations and the energy is changing, um, if your perspective is that it's raising you up, now that could feel like, and you could describe it as ascension. But if it feels like it's going downwards or it's taking away from you, then it could feel like judgment. But because your dream didn't feel like either extreme, it just felt kind of normal, it's like they both exist. And this new moon, this judgment or ascension, is taking place in Aries, which resonates at 52. So it's again that heart. Um, and then if we do 99 plus 52, then we get 151, which is one of those vibrations that's been very loud right now, which is Uranus plus Gemini. So this new moon Aries is the same as, and then if we do, if we add in the N plus N, now we get that 174 again. And that's today. Oh, hi, Conan. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. So let me see. Oh, yes. Yes, I do know about human design and the gene keys. Um, so what we do here is very similar to what human design and gene keys do, where we are pulling from multiple vibrational sources. So like your astrology, your numerology at birth, and bringing that together. Okay. Yeah. Oh, very interesting. Okay, things don't happen for no reason, as we know around here. So let me look at. Yeah. Yeah. You got some interesting vibrations up in there. Because your life path number, your single digit life path number is a 7. Um, but man, you got a ton of like this 7 energy. A lot of action, like feeling like needing to take action. Um, oh, great. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome back. We're live here every Friday and Saturday. So we'd love to have you back. Yeah, you got a lot of like interesting 7 energy, where 7 is that perfect combination of masculine and feminine energy. It's taking action, but in vibrational flow. And so, what it seems like is you have these opposing energies, um, where you feel like you want and need to take action, but then you also feel you're never kind of sure if it's the right time or in the right way. Very interesting. Okay. We'll have to dig into your numbers more another day when I'm not as tired. Oh, okay. Okay, this is great. So, what I'll do is I'll write down all of your information in my journal. If you want to come back, it'll be around the same time tomorrow. We'll be live again. I could do a whole breakdown of your numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Please do come back. Not just because I'm tired today, but um we enjoy having these conversations and having other people join. Glad you found us. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that as well. Well, that's exciting. Okay. So now I know why we needed to stay on here. Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving that information, Rumple. Yeah, because I don't want to do like a half breakdown. I'd like to do a full breakdown. Yes, I love Kismet. A beautiful thing, right? Okay. So I think we got through our list today. So today is a new moon in Aries. So with that new moon energy, if you have goals, intentions, anything that you would like to set for yourself, especially if it's a longer goal or intention, so like 2.5 years, around that Aries energy, so the self, the identity, like who you are and how you represent yourself. Um, Today and probably for the next week will be the strongest new moon energy for you to be able to set those goals and intentions. And we'll probably talk about this again tomorrow. But let me go back over here. Make sure I got everything. Yeah, we talked about the wonky energy. Talked about the wonky energy. We talked about oh yeah. That happens around here too. So we talked about the wonky energy. We talked about the new moon, and we got through Judy's numbers. Did I get everybody's statements? If not, please come back tomorrow. We can look at those again tomorrow. But this, and see, this is also where all those sevens are coming from, and probably why all your sevens in your chart, Conan, drew you here, because we have this big 777 energy from the placement of all these planets right now. Um, and we're in preparation for when this Uranus moves into Gemini, which will be next week on the 25th, like the 25th, 26th of April. And that's when this 7-7 energy is going to be very, very strong until the end of June. So we'll be talking about this more, much more. Yes, Josh. Yes, we are. But only in vibrational flow. Around here, we try and take action in vibrational flow, not outside of it. Yeah, but do look out for me over on Twitch. Um, because on Twitch is where you'll probably get to see more of like my journal entries of all of these vibrations that are flowing into the space. That, you know what I think that's something we're all still learning, Conan, is how to maintain the flow. Like right now, I'm struggling with too much vibration and energy flow because we have all of these different things that are happening that are bringing in a lot of energy. There's things happening like the um, placement of the planets are very active, the sun is very active, the earth is very active. We on the earth are acting crazy and very active, and so there's a lot of energy and vibration that's happening right then. um but there's a couple of ways that you can really be able to tap into the vibration and go with the flow. Like that's what we need to do, is not try and create the flow ourselves, but be able to tap into the flow that the universe has already given us and make sure that we are moving with it. So if you go to really any of my videos on the energy that's happening for the month, um, right now, especially what's happening is these 9 cycles, which are used to build up the energy, are extremely active right now. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of big energy that's getting built up. And we're at a place right now where we're not meant to like ground and release all this energy. We have to start learning how to be able to work with it. It is very loud right now. It's very loud. Like this is why I'm so tired, because I am struggling to stay focused and not get overwhelmed by how loud and how much energy and vibrations there are going on right now. But that's what we do here, is we work together to figure out how we can tap into those vibrations, tap into that energy, and we just have a good time. Make it fun and light, because it's not meant to be like a super heavy thing. It's just life. And figuring out how to navigate through it, we can definitely do that together. I'm so glad you made it here. And I'm excited for you to be able to come back. Okay, I do have to go and eat my second dinner and rest at least for a little while, but I will definitely be back tomorrow. Yes, I love that. I love it. I will be back tomorrow, and on Saturdays is when we look at these vibrations um, and how they're flowing through hip hop. So we use a lot of music, hip hop music, and the happenings in hip hop. So bring those things tomorrow, but still also bring any of your words or phrases or any of these numbers or vibrations that you're seeing, and we can certainly talk about that. The time is never really consistent. That's my bad. But tomorrow, I'm hoping that I will be able to be on probably it's usually in the evening and night, so about 6 or 7 um Eastern time. So are you, I don't know if you're in Eastern time. Anybody in the same time zone as Minneapolis? Yep. LT knows. Yeah, we kind of just glow. We go live when the universe says it's time. Oh, yes. I love that. Okay. Okay. I'm really going to go and have my second dinner, but I will be back tomorrow. And we will talk more. So bring all of your hip hop stuff. No, don't apologize. Not at all. This is always me. It always takes me forever to say goodbye. Bring your hip hop stuff tomorrow. Bring any of your numbers. Bring any of your lyrics or phrases. And yeah, we'll dive in some more tomorrow. Thank you all so much for being here. I so appreciate you all. And welcome to all of the new people that have come. This was wonderful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.